So one Friday night, when I was in seventh grade, my dad was actually away for the weekend. So my sister and I easily overpowered my mom and convinced her into letting us stay up until midnight and watching TV. You know, if my dad had been home, that we would have been tucked in by 7:30 and going me 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 me. So we were really trying to take full advantage of the rare weekend that we got. So anyway, my mom went upstairs to go to bed for the night at like 10 p.m. and my sister and I were downstairs just watching some Netflix. So I was like, "Hey, why don't we take a selfie?" And I wanted to post it on my Snapchat story and brag about being able to stay up so late, as if any of the other kids had Indian parents who made them go to bed at 7:30 p.m. Guys, I'm exaggerating. It was 9:30 actually. So I got a selfie with my sister and I captioned it hashtag Netflix and chill with the sis. Y'all, I mean, I just need you to stick with me, all right? So I put this nice little filter on this photo to show it off that I was staying up late and it was dead ass 11:30, but whatever, okay? I posted it on my story all loud and proud. And then I put my phone away and my sister and I just continued watching TV. I think we were watching like Kicking It, the Disney XD show. So I was a real badass back then. So we were watching that and then an episode ended and I decided to go back on Snapchat and see how the response was to my story. And I saw that I had gotten a reply on my story from one of my friends who we'll call, I don't know, Ruby or something, okay? And Ruby was like, "Oh my God, do you know what Netflix and chill means?" And I was like, it's right there in the phrase, girl. You watch Netflix while you're chilling. And, you just relax while watching Netflix. Isn't it obvious? And she was like, "Oh my God. No, that's not what it means like at all." And I was like, okay, so what does it mean then? And she was like, "I want to tell you, but I think you should look this one up for yourself." And I was like, "Okay, girl, it can't be that bad, BRB." And I looked it up. And when I found out what it actually meant, I just stood there like, what the frack did I just do? So I quickly go back to Snapchat to text Ruby. And I was like, "Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God." And she's like, "Yeah, I figured you didn't know what it meant." And I was like, "Thank you for telling me. But what the hell do I do now?" And she was like, "Well, how many people have seen the story already?" And go figure, it was a normal thing for people to stay up past midnight on a Friday night, unlike it was for my dorky ass, because 50 people had already seen the story. And I go back and tell Ruby this, and she's like, "Okay, well, how many people like typically watch your story on average?" And I was like, "I don't know, like 180." And she was like, "Oh, okay, so like that's less than a third of the people that watch your story. So like it's fine, just delete it." But I was like, I don't know, like 50 is still kind of significant. Like if 50 people were in my living room right now seeing me Netflix and chill with my sister, I think that'd be kind of weird. And she was like, "Well, what else could you possibly do? Like, it's over now." And I was like, "Yeah, you're right. Like, I don't know, but I don't think I should delete it. Like, I need to play it off somehow. Like, I knew what it meant all along." And she was like, how are you going to do that? You're so weird. Like, what is wrong with you? Just delete it." And I was like, I don't know. Like, what if I posted a picture making a goofy face and captioned it hashtag JK right after that story? And I was like, I don't know. Like, what if I just posted another story, like right after this one, making a goofy face, and I just caption it hashtag JK? And she was like, I mean, I don't know, maybe that could work, I guess. And I was like, okay, I need to at least try, right? And this is my seventh grade social, status that is on the line here. And she was like, "Okay, you know what? Just go for it, girl. I'm done talking to you." And so I posted this story immediately right after the other one. And I went back to Ruby and I was like, "Honestly, girl, like, just thank you. Thank you so much for telling me, like, because if I hadn't realized that until the next morning, well, good luck, Charlie, because imagine how many more people would have seen it." And she was like, "Yeah, no problem. Like, you're welcome." And I was like, "No, like, actually, like, I'm on my knees in front of you. Like, thank you again and good night." And I meant that with my whole chest. That girl quite literally saved my life, my social status, which was already pretty bad. So the least I could do was wish her a good night and really mean it, you know? So that was that, and I realized maybe my dad had a good reason for not letting us stay up past 9:30 p.m. So we took our asses straight to bed. Good night.